You mentioned having to just consistently evolve as a leader, and I'm sure, like myself, you're always doing that regardless of the situation. How do I get better? What are my blind spots? You're right. This is a very, very, very new challenge for most folks. Just in the past 3 months, what are some of the things that you're thinking about in order to operate in this environment as a leader?
I think about employee mental health, and different people go through different things at different times, but how do we create a supportive community when you could be struggling because you have kids on you, or you could be struggling because you're alone in a condo and haven't had, human interaction for weeks on end. There is just a different level of like mental health awareness that I think about, like how can we help people who are in very different places with very different needs and have maybe even different levels of like interest in an employer inquiring. The second is, how do we help our customers? We have customers who went from thriving to overnight having no revenue, and then shortly after having a fraction of the employees they once had. How do we provide support to customers in those situations? And then how do we think about productivity? What are reasonable expectations for productivity when life isn't normal for any worker? Like how do we sort of project and plan and have reasonable standards for productivity when, I think you heard my dog barking. I kept muting because my dog was barking and the kids are going crazy. It's like, I'm trying to be an adult. We're trying to adult. And it's different. So, and I think about how does communication style, how does communication change? I've started doing the monthly all hands. I just talk to the company, is that enough? Should I be doing weekly all hands, or is that overkill? So the cadence, the content, the outreach, the support, when sort of like Maslow's hierarchy, the most basic needs, like, are you safe and are you well, are now something that employers have to ask on the regular, when it just used to be like further down on the list, like pretty much they're safe and well, not so much anymore. And then also just trying to like do well and survive, if not thrive in these difficult times. It's a lot.